Hi everybody, it's Christina and thank you for joining me. So I'm here with the Simply Christmas collection, and this is going to be launched in July with the Christmas in July theme. So in this set there are 4 dies and there are 2 stencils. So we've got the Frosty feet, we've got the festive lights, we have the Noel, and we have the all hung up card panel. Now that matches very well with the stencil, and of course this stencil will go on any cards that you create. So in this video we're going to use the festive lights and the Frosty feet. So to use this die I have made my card base 6.5 inches, and I've done the same with this one. This is a 5x7, so I've made my card base just a little bit bigger so that that panel die will fit on the front. This will leave a nice border around the edges. So for the 5x7 card I'm creating some mats. So all I'm doing is adding my card, leaving just a small border around 2 sides and making little marks just in from that corner and just up from the bottom. And once I've die cut that out, that will leave just a small border around all 4 sides. So I've done the same thing again with the white panel, and this time I'm going to put this through the embossing folder that is from Card Making Magic, and this is the poinsettia one. And once I've done that, this is the pattern that I have in my card. Really pretty. So that's going to sit on the front there. And these are just traditional Christmas colours. Now I'm going to use that card this way around. So the opening will be at the side, but it will have the side fold there. Now to the top of that I'm going to cut this. This is the one that says Christmas, and I think we'll take the Merry from the die set and add that to the card. Now with this die I want to trim out the words, so all I need is a piece of card that is going to take those lights and the words, because all this then will be trimmed off. So I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. So once you've done that, you can take away all the excess pieces that you don't need and the centres of the lights. And then where you have the lights still joined to the panel at the end, you're going to need to trim round that carefully for the shape of the bulb. So there we go. Take out all the excess bits. Do the same on this side, and then we can start to colour these lights. Now with alcohol markers, just colour in the lights that you want to the colours that you want. Colour in the words and colour in the strings, the wire to the lights. And the little cutouts in the lights make it look as if there's some illumination in them. So we'll use a black pen and we'll colour in those strings. We'll let that dry a little bit and then we'll add this to our base. That's dry. So before we glue that in, we'll just let that dry. And that's our card done. So once everything's stuck in place, to the top of these lights I'm just adding in some sparkle pen, and that will just add a little bit of sparkle to the lights. And then to finish the card off, I'm just going to put some of the sparkle onto my mat, and then I'm going to splatter it onto the card. Now for this next card, because it's a 6-inch square die, I've made the card 6.5 inches, and I'm not doing it in traditional Christmas colours. I'm going to do it in lovely delicate shades this time. So again, I'm creating a mat the same way I did the others, but I have used the die to cut the next pattern out, and I've done that in pink. Now once I've cut those out, that gives me a little frame around each colour, just a slight border. Now I've also cut this out again in white, but I've kept it in the die, because what I want to do is glue these down, and then I want to paper piece all these pieces back into the boots in white. So let's get this glued down first. So once you have those stuck in place, then bit by bit you can add the other paper pieced white pieces back into the boots. Once I've paper pieced the boots, I'm also going to trim out the snowflakes, and I'm going to add those to the card as well. Keep these 3 joined together, and we'll just take out the little loose pieces, add some glue to the back, and just dot these in place over the original pink ones that were in there. So you can also trim out the boots. And then once you've trimmed out the boots, you can add these to another panel and paper piece it the same, but you can add this as a happy birthday card. Now to add a little bit more fun to the boots, I'm adding in some accent glaze. And then once I've got this filled in, I'm going to sprinkle it with some glitter. So we'll just give it a little tap just to level out the accent glaze. And you can see the glaze on the boots. So now I'm just going to sprinkle these with some glitter. And that will give us a really nice pair of frosty feet skating boots. Isn't that beautiful? So there we are, there's our boots all sparkly. Once it's dry we can brush off all this extra glitter along the side. So just leave that now to dry. So there's our two cards. We've got the Christmas Festive Lights card. We've coloured in the Christmas sentiment and the lights themselves. You could add accent glaze to these if you wished. This is the Frosty Feet one, and we've done paper piecing with the panel, but you can also cut the boots out, as I've shown you there, and you can use them as a birthday card instead. The only other item that I've used has been the poinsettia embossing folder. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, then you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.